Hi everybody, welcome back to Regina's World. This video, I tried to do this earlier today, but I got caught up talking to my brother. But here we are. I wanted to get this video out and up and on my channel so I can just get it out. Because this one I'm just gonna vent and talk to you guys about how I felt about getting my divorce decree. My divorce is final as of June 29th, and I am here finna let you know how I really felt today when I got it. So I'm glad I'm doing it right now, because if I would have done it early, I would have been a whole mess. So if you want to know how I felt, let's talk about it, because this is a real video. You know, not nothing that's gonna try to make you laugh or anything like that. This one here is a real video how I really felt today going through a divorce. So having your divorce being final. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, let's get into it. So it was early this morning. I was working as I normally is at early in the morning. And I get a knock on the door right here. My front door's right in there. I get a knock on my door, and I'm like, who the hell? I thought it was maintenance or something, coming to fix something or some whatever. But it wasn't. It was a guy, like a delivery man. I'm like, okay, what do you call it? That mail, the priority mail. And I'm like, okay, I'm signing for it or whatever. And he was like, here you go, Regina Roberts. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I go sit back down in my desk, and I went put my headset back on. And I went thinking nothing of it. And then I opened it. I also have the same copy in my email as well. But I opened it, and I'm reading, and and I'm like, divorce decree. And I'm just reading because I didn't think it was actually a divorce, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was going to say. But it was like divorce, and I thought it was just like the finalization of it before they filed it and they wanted my approval or something. No, it was filed, and it was the end of it. And at the end, it pretty much said this marriage is dissolved as of yesterday. We can go back to being our single life. I'll put the screenshot right here. We can go back to being single and whatever, but we're officially divorced. So after I read over everything, it sank in that, okay, I'm divorced. Like, it was like a gut punch. I thought I would be like super happy. Like, that's what I thought. I thought I would be like, woohoo, the fight is over. I've been fighting for this divorce for a year. I'm glad it's over. It was long. It was drawn out. It wasn't because of me. It was because of him. If this would have happened, if we would have got a divorce at the beginning of the divorce, I probably wouldn't have felt no kind of way about it, because I really hated my now ex-husband. I really hated him then when he was taking me through all that shit. But since I had moved on from it, and I was able to, accept that I'm getting a divorce or whatever, we don't fight. Well, at the beginning of going through everything, we did fight a lot. Like, I couldn't even be on the phone with him more than 5 minutes without us arguing about something. And that was his way of, I guess, showing me that he was upset or whatever, because he just pick a fight because of whatever. The sky is blue. He was picking a fight. Like, I was fighting with him every day about something, so I just didn't talk to him or whatever. So now it fast forward to almost a year later. I'm not angry at him anymore. Like, I wasn't angry anymore. Like, because I moved on from the marriage part, so I wasn't angry anymore. So when we was actually doing better right now, currently, as co-parents. Like, we communicate better as co-parents. We deal with each other better as co-parents, because there's no there's nothing, no pressure of marriage or anything, or somebody got to be perfect, or we got to do this, or we got to do that. It wasn't that anymore. It's two people who is back to being parents, and that's it. So when I opened it, it was really, really heartbreaking. It really, really was. How I thought I was going to react, Not how I reacted at all. I saw it, I read it over and over and over and over. I got really emotional because it just became final that everything we worked so hard for to put together and stood in front of God and family and friends and said, we're going to make this work for the rest of our lives. And I didn't think I would ever be back in these streets dating anybody else again, to be here getting a divorce. So it was very, very painful to read it. And as I was working, I felt my whole energy shift. I felt my attitude shift. I felt me change throughout the day. I, as a person, don't do well with depression. If I get depressed or if I get in a bad mood, depression really sits on me and takes me down where I am crippled to the depression until I cannot get back out of depression. It takes me a while to get back out of depression. Like when I get into a real depression, it takes me a minute. So let's say if I'm going through a breakup that I really, really care, going through a real breakup, and I'm really depressed over that breakup, I can't get out of that depression for a while. I can't seem to make myself look pretty at all. I can't feel pretty. My outside feels like my inside. I don't even care what I look like when I'm in a depression. I probably binge, eat over and over and over, or I probably don't eat at all. Like it just kind of depends. My mood, I'm snapping on everybody. Like I'm just mopey, and that's exactly how I felt today. I was just really mopey, and I started crying. Every time I thought about it, every time I looked at it, I started crying. I called a few of my friends and was just like, I cannot believe they was happy. Like when I got on the phone with them, they were rejoicing, like, oh my God, you did it, congratulations. But once I started telling them, like, I'm not in the mood to I don't want to do that. And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't, because they assumed I would be excited because that's what I thought I would be. I've been trying to get a divorce forever. And then in reality, that's not what it was even. And I talked to my sister. I said the same exact thing to her. I talked to her. She was like, congratulations. I'm like, I don't feel like congratulations. I feel like I fucking failed at something that I wanted to work so bad, bigger than anything else in my life that I have ever worked hard for. For the first time, I actually failed at something, and that was my marriage. Something that I wanted to last forever, something I didn't take lightly, something that I tried to stay away from for my entire life because I never wanted it to fail. When it was done, I wanted to do it once, and I wanted to die with the person I was married to. But it didn't work out that way for me. So it was painful. It was really painful. I don't ever think I would do marriage again. I don't ever think I could go through that again. If I did it again, it would be quiet. Like I probably wouldn't even say anything when I'm married. I probably wouldn't even say it again. I probably would totally just go to the courthouse and it just be me and that person, and that's it. And nobody even need to know that we married. Like no one even need to know. If I ever decided to do it again, I would never announce it. I would never announce it because I will to get married again. It's such a spectacle to have family come in to support you, to see you look beautiful, spend all that money on a wedding and gowns and people and food and whatever. Spend all that money on something that is not even guaranteed to last. Why I keep doing it over and over and over? I don't want to keep doing it over and over. Like it was embarrassing enough. This is embarrassing enough to have a marriage that fails. Like I don't think I could do it again. Like I don't think I could. And frankly, I'm not that lucky in love in the first place. I'm lucky in a lot of things, but I'm not lucky in love in relationships. Like I'm just not. I do not have the best track record when it comes to men. Like I just don't. So yeah, I don't think I would this will ever happen to me again in my lifetime because the men that I choose somehow that I end up with. And I think I be going, with the best intentions, but somehow I end up still with the worst kind of men. So I am okay with never being married, never going through that again, never walking down the aisle again. I will gladly do that for somebody else, and I will go back to how I always felt, and that was I can be with you for a lifetime. We never have to get married, and that's just the end of that. But I want to say, if any of your friends is out there going through a divorce or who just got a divorce back, be be very careful of what you say, how you say it, what you say to the person, because they don't really know how they're gonna feel until they see them divorce papers. And then once they see the divorce paper, they realize it's really over. All the work that you've done, all the time that you spent with the person, all the sacrifices that you've made with the person, all whatever. And now, just like that, your marriage is over. And you have to start over if you want to start over. If you have it in you to start over again, you want to start over with someone new and try to build another relationship with someone new. It is a headache. It's a lot and it's a headache, and not something that I probably ever want to do again. So from at this moment in my life, because of the realization of what just happened to me today, it totally felt like a gut punch. Totally felt like a failure. I totally felt like, you know, why did I do it in the first place? I totally felt embarrassed. All of that. So I'm taking all of those wedding photos off of my Facebook, off of my Instagram. Like, I'm taking them all down. I'm even getting rid of my wedding photos that I have. Like, why keep them? Like, it's a remembrance of something that didn't last. I finally can say goodbye to my engagement ring, because I was still rocking my engagement ring because I was still married. Now I can physically get rid of it and not think about it again, because it's over. The marriage is over. And a part of me at some point wanted my husband to fight to get me back, and to be like, I wanted to see something from my husband in all this time, other than a text message here and there, other than a text message every 5 months or whatever, other than an argument. Or no, I wanted him to actually step up, and do something, like fight for his marriage. He didn't do any of it. Like, he didn't care about his marriage. I'm like, so the whole thing is hurtful. The whole thing is just, it's one big embarrassment. So I'm glad I'm not crying right now, but I tell you, if I would have made this video earlier today, I would have been crying all over the place, because I was a whole mess today. Like, I was a whole mess. But I'm coming out of my funk. I'm feeling a lot better, and I was able to just talk. I didn't want this video to be extremely long or super long. I just wanted you guys to understand where I was today, seeing my divorce papers, in my face, tangible, where I can touch them, see them, feel them. I'm officially a widow, not a widow. I'm officially a divorcee as of yesterday. So, again, will I ever get married again? Don't think so. Whatever, I don't know. I at this point, I'm dating, but nothing's very serious. I don't see myself settling down anytime soon with anybody. I just don't see it. I don't want the drama. I don't want the headache. I don't want the violence. I don't want anything that come with a man right now. Like, I don't want the control. I don't want any of it. So I am actually okay just being just little old me, just being single, living my life, having a good time. So once again, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you're going through a divorce, comment down below. How are you feeling? How are you doing? And we can uplift each other while we're going through this unfortunate situation. And we'll be here for each other during this really painful time. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I will have a vlog coming. 2 vlogs coming. Tomorrow night and Sunday. And it'll be up on my channel starting for August, because I think my July is full. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I say bye-bye for now.